All right, we're here. We're in Ballantine, Texas. It's Tuesday, March 23rd, 7:09 p.m.
Population 217.
This town's a bit of a trip.
It really is.
Mm.
It's weird to be here.
This whole day was a trip.
Yeah.
It was similar but different to like the days that led up to it.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't even talk about what happened yesterday.
Oh
which was
yeah, we
pretty
haven't
crazy.
made a clip at all.
Yeah, I think the last clip we made was the breakfast in Alpine. Was it Alpine? No,
Marathon.
Marathon.
Yeah, the day after the Century.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that was a great morning.
Yeah, it really was.
Mm.
Great campsite.
Yeah.
One of our favorites so far.
For sure. This might be a close second by the
Yeah.
end of the night. But damn, the fucking headwind when we left yesterday morning.
Oh yeah. Well, at first it started raining a little.
Yeah.
We were like, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
And what's going on? And then we biked like 2 miles out of town. And then it happened.
Yeah, there was like a double, I don't think it was a double red flag, but it was a red flag warning for high winds. And
Yeah.
I thought they were supposed to be at our back. I'm still don't understand.
Yeah, I don't either.
If a wind is west-southwest, I guess that means it's going west-southwest, so it's actually traveling east? Like,
I'm not sure.
I don't know
think
either.
that day was pretty unique too because it was like crazy windy. Like even the weather channels were mentioning it. And
there was a huge dust storm.
There's
like,
a dust storm.
Pretty, not too far away from where we
Yeah.
were. Same front, for sure.
But yeah, gusts up to 65 miles an hour, which I definitely think we felt.
Yeah, we definitely did, because we had slowed down to like less than 3 miles an hour, and basically...
It was crawling.
Yeah, it was like track standing, and then like having to go forward, and it was insane. It took us like over 3 hours to go 30 miles.
Yeah.
And
We were complaining about the headwind going to Austin initially.
yeah.
For 3 days, but that was nothing compared to this.
Mm-mm. Yeah, that was like... We actually had a version of the Austin wind, or like later this afternoon, after things finally started to calm down, where like 15 mile an hour headwind, which is like really fucking annoying. And like
Yeah.
when I lived in Atlanta, if I saw that there was going to be a 15 mile an hour wind, I'd be like, God, this day's going to suck. Because I knew at some point I would hit it head on.
Yeah.
But out here,
When you're traveling one direction and the wind is going in the other, there's kind of no option but to experience it
yeah, if you want to keep
head
going.
on. Yeah.
Shout out to the pink snowbirds who are laid up in Sanderson. Timmy, we hope you get better. Nice, it went out.
Yeah. But yesterday, when we started out and we realized what was happening, I was like, maybe we should think about going to Alpine, which was the next town.
Yeah, it was only 30 miles away.
Another van life memory
Yeah.
town.
Yeah, we had a pretty emotional breakfast.
Oh, yeah, at that diner, which was there.
Yeah.
And Shep was there, and we got the worst hotel ever. It's,
Mm-hmm.
which is still there, and we saw it. But we stayed in a different one.
Yeah.
So 30 miles, or I guess like 20 before we got there, we decided that we should probably stay inside.
Yeah, it was like...
It would have been horrendous to try to camp.
It would have been horrendous to try to camp. It would have been horrendous to try to keep going.
Yeah.
To make the mileage that we had sort of thought about making that day. We were thinking we would do a 60 from Marathon to Marfa.
Oh, yeah.
But we got to Alpine, and I was in a bad mood because I felt like I was like taking the brunt of the wind, and maybe you were too. But in my mind, I thought that you would be drafting on me.
A little bit, but
Yeah, I mean,
kind of,
if our positions were reversed, I would have definitely been drafting off
Yeah.
of you and like trying to have as little wind affect. I don't even know if it's possible in that kind of wind, because
It
that
was
kind
crazy.
of that wind is not like typical it was like storm conditions, but
Yeah.
no rain.
for sure.
I don't know. It was fucked up.
It was just really bad biking, and we were like, we don't want to be outside anymore.
Yeah. So
So we got a motel.
yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah. It was like the Value Village.
Yeah. Best
lodge.
value in Alpine.
Yeah, like $90 for a room. And as soon as we got there, we very quickly got some beer, chilled out for a bit, watched some TV. It's funny, we really only like to watch TV when we're traveling like this.
Yeah. And even then, we hate it. We just make fun of it the whole time.
Yeah.
But it is entertaining, and when you're having beers and pizza, and
Ooh,
you're
yeah.
all clean from the shower, it's
Yeah.
nice to just chill for a little bit.
Yeah, I went out and Well, we both went out. We
Yeah.
went out, and I got the pizzas that we wanted from Little Caesars, and it was a fucking struggle just to go that 1 mile
Yeah.
down to that area.
But man, going back with the tailwind.
It was
sweet.
epic. 25 miles an hour without pedaling. But yeah, it was intense. We had a good night. It was fun, lighthearted,
Yeah.
after a very difficult
Yeah.
3 hours. Which, it's kind of weird, because 3 hours, when you're doing this kind of thing, 3 hours doesn't seem like a lot. Like, it seems like a short day. I think
Yeah.
most people would be like, I would never do that for 3 hours. That sounds miserable, but it was an entire day's worth of effort put into 3 hours.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy. So, we survived. We thrived. Got to take
Yeah.
showers, got to charge all our stuff,
It
got
was
to
the
chill.
right call for sure.
Yeah, there's no reason to punish ourselves unnecessarily out here in terrible...
It's already hard.
Yeah, the conditions, the wind has been such a factor that I really didn't think about.
Yeah, me too.
And so it's been a surprise every step of the way, just because it's been so... you might even be able to hear it now.
Yep, flapping away on our tent.
Yeah. So, woke up this morning, and I think you sort of implicitly wanted us to just chill for as long as we could,
Yeah.
and I was cool with that. Yeah,
We didn't have a huge day planned anyways. Like, at this point, we know that under the right conditions, 60 miles could take us anywhere from, 4 to 6 hours, which isn't a lot. Like, it's light for, 12 hours.
Yeah.
So, sleeping in, having breakfast at the motel was nice, and just taking our time, because I didn't really feel a huge rush, which was really nice, because
Yeah.
normally I do with
You
these
do.
type of things.
Yeah, and I
Like, we need to wake up early, we need to go, we need
woke
to
up
get
before
there.
you did, which was nice, 'cause
Yeah.
then I got to do my stuff. And yeah, I mean, it was nice that you were more relaxed about it, and it was for the best too, because the wind wasn't going away.
Yeah, it was supposed to lessen throughout the day, which we did experience, but even by the time we were on the road at 10:45, it was still windy.
It was 15 to 20 mile an hour headwinds.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. Well, it's slightly better than it was, but
Oh,
this
it was
is...
a billion times better in my opinion.
Yeah, but we're
it was still annoying.
We went from going 6 miles an hour to 9 miles an
Yeah.
hour, which is a victory.
It's
but
still slow, and you
so
can
slow.
feel it slowing you down, which
Oh
is
my god.
frustrating.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we got McDonald's this morning. Talked to my mom
Classic.
for a bit. It was a very cozy and chill morning, and it was a classic breakfast. I need to take my shoes off and get in here. We headed out, hit the winds, saw some trains.
We saw some pretty cool scenery leaving Alpine.
Yeah,
Definitely Big Bend vibes.
yeah,
And Big Bend was not far from Alpine. That was one of the towns we went to in the van, like we mentioned.
uh-huh.
But yeah, as soon as we got out of that little mountainous area, it's been so open and deserty and
Flat.
crazy. Yeah, flat. Eventually the wind lessened and we actually enjoyed biking. We talked a lot today.
Yeah, that was my fault. Got super high. But before I got super high, we went to Dollar General,
Oh yeah, we made it to
Marfa,
Marfa.
which was a surprisingly hip and cool town.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be anything different than Sanderson, but
Right.
Alpine was a little bit bougie. Well, not bougie, but it had a lot of stuff, and then Marathon did too.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting, because being out here, my assumption is just that every place is going to be like a ghost town, but it seems like people are kind of taking it back.
Yeah, there were
young people.
little oases,
Uh-huh.
oases, and we always went at them, and we're here now too, so that's cool.
Yeah, I found some awesome sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
I found some Oakleys, legit.
Genuine.
Yeah, USA made, Gibson model Oakleys, and it's a game changer. I saw the little O logo as we were biking, and I was like, damn, I need to turn around and grab those. And so I did, and man, I'm seeing so much better now. Bless you.
The dust.
But yeah, we did a resupply at the Dollar General in Marfa, and then we rode through it, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Looked at some properties that were for sale, and then we pushed from Marfa to Valentine. I got super, super high and was chatty about it.
It was nice. We talked
yeah.
about a lot.
Yeah, we did. It was good stuff.
Yeah. Relationship building topics.
Yeah. Yeah, the miles kind of flew by.
Yeah.
In a way, like in a slow way. But the wind did get better, and it's so flat. I mean, it's a shame when the wind is like really blowing, because it's like, damn, we could be flying right now.
Yeah.
But we eventually did. Got to Valentine. There was supposed to be a bar here, but it was closed, which was a disappointment.
The only like thing that is possible to be an operational business in this town.
Speaking of which, I don't know where we're going to poop in the morning.
I know, I already thought about that.
But
Might
anyway,
just have to leave.
yeah. We got to this RV park that we met a guy today who was going eastbound, and he mentioned that
Oh yeah.
Valentine was a pretty desolate place, but they did have an RV park, and you could camp here for $10, and so we're here now.
Honestly, it's probably the only place in town with like accessible free water.
Yeah, it's a legit little camp spot.
Yeah.
$10 for a tent, $25 for a RV. You've got electricity, water, and sewage dumpage, which is pretty cool. And we met one of the residents here, a cool, interesting guy named Rory.
Yeah.
We talked to him for quite a bit when we first got in. I was trying to sense if you were trying to... I think that you were trying to get over here and do stuff, and I was being more talkative.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet people, but I want to make sure that we get our stuff done, because we have a very, like, not
It takes a
strict
while.
schedule, but, like, we have things we do have to do.
Yeah, I have to set up the tent, we have to make dinner, we have to get ready for bed.
Because if not, then we end up staying up until 10 o'clock talking about things that don't matter.
And it fucks
with
up.
strangers.
Yeah.
And then I feel tired the next day.
Yeah.
But it is for the experience, so we're
Yeah.
enjoying it.
Yeah,
Meeting
totally.
some friends.
Definitely. Yeah, so we're here, we got the tent set up, there's no shade. Rory has 2 cool dogs, Buddy and V. I don't
Yeah, they're
remember
very cute.
Velardo.
Very handsome dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me happy.
And, yeah, I don't even know what tomorrow's going to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
If,
Maybe a bigger day. We'll have an early start.
if there's a McDonald's in Van Horn, I think we should go. Plan to, like,
Yeah.
eat there, poop there. Do all
I
the
can't
stuff.
wait that long.
Maybe you could.
Mhm. But yeah, it's a good night so far. And just have to make dinner and go to sleep once the sun goes down.
It's a classic.
Classic.
There's service here, too.
Yeah, that's sweet.
It is sweet. You can watch the new Matt video.
Yes.
Super chill.
It's... Yeah, man. It's fun. It was a good day. I'm excited for tomorrow. And we're getting close to New Mexico.
Yeah, very close.
Very close. We have less than 200 miles to El Paso, and then probably like less than 50 from El Paso to the border. So that's like 3 days max.
Van Horn is listed as a green town, which means it has all services,
Yeah.
and it is
30 something.
37 miles
Yeah.
away. What does it have at it, though?
We can check. You should stop the clip though.
I think this is good content.
Speaking of, check out the Instagram page.
Yeah, if you're interested. I mean, if you're already listening, it probably doesn't matter. But,
But dude, the follower count, it matters.
lol.
Just kidding.
Lol. Wow. Van Horn has a Wendy's.
Wendy's. They do breakfast. It's
Yeah,
breakfast shit.
it's supposed to be the best breakfast in America. America just doesn't know it yet. What else did they got? Anyway.
We'll be there tomorrow.
Yep, and you'll hear about it. So, bye. There's a McDonald's there.
McDonald's.
Oh, Schult. Oh my god, we're getting to the point of the ride where we're on 10. We're on,
Oh,
like,
no.
parallel. Well, we're not, though.
Oh, right.
We're parallel
Yeah.
to it.
Good.
Wow,
Cool.
that's pretty
But
far.
we have to go on it at some point, I think.
Briefly, I think, maybe. Damn.
I-10,
Dude,
catch us on the side of the highway.
maybe we
struggling
should
to survive, not get hit.
wake up at sunrise and
Sure.
try to get there before breakfast is over.
Yeah,
I think that-
10:30.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
37 miles. Let's see, what's the sunrise here?
Maybe like 7:45. We're still
7:56.
We're still in Central Time, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Because 8 o'clock is late for sunrise.
Yeah, it is.
That's like really late.
yeah,
And it's gonna be cold before the sun comes up.
that's true too. 2.5 hours isn't enough time to go 37 miles unless
No.
the wind is with us.
We'll see.
Damn. That's so close though.
I just resupplied with some cinnamon rolls, so that's like half of the McDonald's breakfast. I'm satisfied with that. We'll see. Might be epic. Might be whatever.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. Well,
Cool.
talk to you later.
Yep.
Bye.